So you've been hearing about the envelope budgeting system and you want to know how it works and why it will benefit you. We're going to talk about that today. Hello, this is Ronette with Freedom and Passive Income. And if this is your first time visiting the channel, I would love for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can get the latest tips, strategies, and information to support your desire to dream, believe, and achieve freedom and passive income. So today we're going to talk about the envelope budgeting system. And I really like this system because it's something that I started using years ago, and I still use it to a degree. But I want to go ahead and explain to you how it works. And then we will go ahead and get into the specifics about all the benefits of using the envelope budgeting system. So basically what you're going to do is, and this is the way I did it, there are some people that only use the envelope budgeting system and they don't use anything else. They don't use anything online. They do everything cash. I kind of used a hybrid of it. I used the envelopes and my checking account. And the reason why I did that is because maybe you've had this problem also, but the reason why I did that is because I had a little bit of a struggle with staying within my budget for those things that were more like variable expenses. I mean, you're going to have some things that are, you're going to have your weekly expenses, your monthly expenses that are somewhat fixed, but those weekly expenses would always get me like groceries and gas and spending money, eating out for lunch and things like that. And so what I did was every month I had a budget, and my fixed expenses like my mortgage and my car note or insurance, those things that were pretty much going to be the same every month, I would plan for those things to come out of my account. And then for those more variable expenses, I would take cash out every week, and then I would separate that cash into envelopes. And the three things that I would get my envelopes for would be groceries, gas, spending, and eating out. And so you can, and some people, they will use like a couponing envelope or something like that. Everybody use something different, but what you typically see people use are these small envelopes. And then what you do is you write on each envelope the particular budgeting item, and then you put your cash in there. And the way it works is you can only spend what's in the envelope. And so you have to be very careful about what you're going to budget for that amount, because you don't want to constantly not have enough, because then that makes you more tempted to use your debit card or your credit card and swipe. But you don't want to have too much either, because that will make you be over budget. So this is what most people use. And so, but what I had pretty much done was I had gotten it down so well where I pretty much, because I didn't want to carry around a whole bunch of envelopes and I didn't want to have a separate, I don't know, coupon thing or whatever to carry. It was just too much. And so what I did was, I have a pretty old wallet, and my wallet has several different compartments in it. And so what I did was I chose a particular compartment for each type of expense, and then I would slide my money into those compartments. And I have at least, I think I have 4 areas in here that I can slide money in, but I think I only use 3. And so I have 4 areas that I can slide money in. And so I would just put money in those areas, and I would just mentally know, oh, this area, the first area right here, that I open up more often is going to be my spending money. And then I would have another, little part of my wallet where that's where I would keep my grocery money. And then that's how I would keep my, that's how I did the envelope system with my wallet. And then everything was in this one compartment, I guess you could call it, one little system. And then that way I'm not carrying around envelopes. I'm not carrying around the little coupon binder thing. And so that's what worked for me. So, but you just need to choose whatever system works for you. And then that way you can stay organized in a way that you're going to be able to stay organized, and you're not going to be tempted to go outside of that. And so, the next thing that we're going to talk about is the reason why you want to use the envelope system, and it helps keep you accountable because it's so easy to swipe these days. Everything is electronic, and it's a psychological thing. It's a lot easier to swipe a card and you don't really feel the pain of losing that money, where when you have the physical dollars in your hand, you have to physically give it to somebody, you just, I don't know why, you just kind of feel it a little bit more. And then when you see the amount going down and in your envelope or your little compartment system, it's just a way that you're mentally keeping track of how much money you're spending, and you're like, okay, gosh, I spent, I had this amount in this envelope, and I got to get through the rest of the week, so I'm probably not going to go and spend anything else in that particular area, or I'm going to wait until at the end of the week, or if you get your next paycheck, or whatever you want to do. So that leads me to the next point and benefit of envelope budgeting, and that is it helps keep you accountable, because again, you're keeping a mental track and a physical track of the money that you have on hand with you, and so you know that you're not supposed to spend over that amount. It helps keep you accountable. The other thing that I like about it is that it helps keep you organized. And I'm big on organization. I like to have a compartment, a system for everything. It's just how I do. For those of you that struggle with having that type of structure, I totally get it, because everybody's kind of different with that. That's something that makes me feel comfortable. Other people, it makes them feel restricted. But I'm telling you, if you try it, it will give you a sense of accomplishment at the end of the week, or the pay period, or the month, whatever your budgeting style. You will feel a great sense of accomplishment that you were able to stay disciplined and stay within your budget for that time period. And you're also able to reach your other financial goals. So it definitely keeps you organized that way. So that's all I want to share with you tonight on the envelope budgeting system. I think you should try it if you've never tried it before. It's an awesome way to get started with your budgeting and get yourself organized, accountable. And in that way, you can move forward with your financial goals and not get stuck. So all the best to your success, and I will see you in the next video. So maybe you're saying, well, Ronette, I don't have a budgeting issue. I can manage my money and I can budget and stay within the parameters of a budget, but my problem is cash flow. I don't have enough cash flow to even start a proper budget and to maintain it. Well, if you look in the description below, you will find a way that you can instantly increase your paycheck so that you have the extra funds to increase your budget or get out of debt or start a business or even save more money. So make sure you check out the description below for that link. So again, if this is your first time visiting, I would love for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can get more videos about how you can manage your finances so that you can dream, believe, and achieve freedom and passive income. All the best to your success.